Well, today we here at Fox 26, along with some other local news stations in the past across the country, we're in front of a camera. Nothing unusual, but a little different than what we're used to. Flippin explains.
As a reporter, for the most part, my job is to point the camera at the person I'm doing a story on. But today, the person I'm doing a story on is pointing his camera at me.
And now let's have you stand up and straight forward to me.
This is Marc McAndrews, a professional photographer documenting through images the people of local news.
I've been all through Montana, going to Texas, Michigan, Maine, eventually going to Alaska. Right now I'm driving, so I have to fly out to Alaska.
McAndrews' interest lies with smaller news stations, getting to know the people who deliver the news and eventually sharing that with the world.
A lot of the smaller markets is where people either get their starts or it's somewhere where they come to be closer to home for them. There's a lot of personality. The news anchors are really personable and really friendly and very involved in the local community and know a lot about what's going on with everybody.
His work has appeared in Time magazine, the New York Times. He's even published a successful book on legal Nevada brothels. A slightly tamer project this time, but possibly with a similar goal in the end.
I think that this has the potential, because it's so interesting and there's so many facets to it, that I think it could potentially be a book project in the end.
The question, though, with all the big market news stations in the country, why focus on local news?
The dynamic of the bigger markets is still there. It's the breaking news and the driving to find the story, to cover it properly. But it's a different subject matter sometimes. Obviously, you have your national and worldwide news, but you also have a lot of local interest stories that people get very involved in.
Yep, like this one, right?
Like this one right here.
Flippin, Fox 26, KNPN.